Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get ready to get started. Glad to have you on the stream. Let's see what we can get up to today. So, in the last stream we had, we went to the end, got the elytra and the some loot. Got some shulker boxes. We got these, this regular elytra, and we got some diamond gear. This is basically perfect pants. This is almost perfect pants. This is pretty good boots as well, actually. Protection for depth strider 3 and mending. Just needs feather falling. And Unbreaking 3. This has Unbreaking 3 on it, so we could actually combine these, but I think my boots already has all of it. It just needs mending, so I guess I could merge mending onto it. That seems like a waste. I don't think anything will cause me to lose them. Protection 4 on Breaking 3. This is actually better than what I have, so I can just take that. Actually, if I think about it. These are the same. Depth strider protection. What doesn't it? Oh, it doesn't have feather falling. No, feather falling is important. I don't want to sacrifice that. We should be able to get some mending books fairly easily once we deal with all that other stuff. Sharpness 4. We need a sharpness 4 sword so we can merge that. So we'll just put that in there for now. We don't need it. And I'll keep that one side. You can use this to keep regen, instant health, and regen. Okay, we can keep that for in case we need to do stuff with it. For the elytra, we need unbreaking and mending as books. Now the mending book we'll have to buy, obviously, but let's see if we have an unbreaking that we can use. Death Strider, quick charge, aqua friendly, unbreaking. This one we can actually use. And these we have to keep for something else. Okay, now I don't know if we can put this on with 11 levels, but let's try. We don't have enough gunpowder really to have a reliable... So Unbreaking 3 will help if we really have to use it, but for the most part I don't think I need to use it for anything right now. We'll try and get mending on it as soon as possible. I don't think we have... Yeah, we don't quite have enough emeralds yet. We used all of these to trade, so... we started collecting the foods that we need. So that's another thing that we can do at some point. Let me check if they should be... Oh, I haven't been keeping... Or have I been keeping the wheat? Let's just get some more steaks for now. I haven't been breeding these cows up for a while. So we should be able to see some entity cramming happening. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Now I am going to have a problem. More of them should die when I'm in here. Might as well try and breed all the ones I missed before. I'm pretty sure I won't be able to move with them pushing me around like this. Okay. Now we don't have any torches in here, so if I do this I should be able to get out, but so will they. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I milked the cow. Okay. That's why I didn't pick up the water. Oh, this is gonna be not great. I can't really leave them here. So We still got 2 in there, so we can breed them over again. Oh. What? Oh, it's lag. I was just gonna say I was not missing. Oh, some of them walked back in. Okay, there's one adult in there, so the little ones I think are moving towards it. Maybe if we get rid of all the adults, the small ones will go back in. Oh no, don't go in there. Oh, there's another adult in there. That's kinda sad. Oh, I need to put a block in there so that... Did any of them walk up here? Okay, let's put a... I guess we can put sand would make sense, because there's other sand there. So this is kind of annoying. I don't really want those things to despawn, so I'm going to go grab them. Oh, that's a pity. Okay. We'll let the wool despawn. We can get more. I remember I wanted to just leave some space for leather there. And I think then we can... What do we have for fuel? Oh, that's perfect. Okay. That should be fine. Oh, I think we've probably traded with the farmer enough. Do we have any other trades that we can do? Oh, this gives me some kind of suspicious stew. I guess it might be curious. Thinking about it, if you have ultra hardcore and you have a suspicious stew with the regen effect, that's not a bad deal. 22 carrots for regen. Or 4 melons for regen. That seems like a semi-decent deal. Oh, actually, we don't have to make some of these more complicated recipes because we can get... Let's grab these 2 emeralds. Get some pumpkin pie. Oh, it's 3 emeralds for cookies. It's kind of expensive, but we can do it. I don't actually feel like... Oh, now it's less. That's good. So pumpkin pie and cookies. So I don't know if one of the things that you need to eat is the suspicious stew. Because I actually wonder if it's all the different ones or just one of them. It'll probably only be one of them. If it is. Let's check if we have apples in here. I would think that we did. No, we don't. We should have bread. Because we grabbed that from a loot chest. Pumpkins, I don't think is something you can eat, but the pumpkin pie is. Beetroot. We'll have to grow some beetroot. I think you can eat it, I'm not sure. none of this. Okay. So, two of these sections we have one thing left. The one is to respawn the Ender Dragon. It looks like just respawning it's enough, but I mean we're obviously not going to leave it there, so we'll have to kill it again. So just doing that one should clear out the end. The other one that we have here is curing a zombie villager. And I think that's the last one here. I don't think there's any hidden ones here. So we might as well get those two out of the way so that those two sections are done. Curing a zombie villager, we really just need... we've got the golden apples somewhere. Can't remember where we kept them. Here. Oh, yeah. We have the 3. So we can cure 3 of them. We actually want to infect all of them and then cure all of them again. So let's see if we've got... We should have... we don't actually have the gold for that. So perhaps the thing to do is go mining for a bit and get some gold. The other thing is... maybe we want... So I'm thinking for all the beacons that we need, we'll need some beacons, and for that we'll need either an iron farm or a gold farm, or a good emerald trade that's going to basically give us infinite emeralds. Now we might have that depending on whether or not this guy is going to give us a decent trade. And the best way to check that is to unlock him. The best way to do that is to make these mending books cheaper. Well, actually to make all his stuff cheaper. So maybe we go... This guy has... He doesn't really have anything that we need. He has the paper trade and the glass pane trade, but I don't think he's going to have anything else good. I wonder if we do... I'm trying to think if we should... Boats is wood, but farming wood is not great. AFK fishing works pretty good, so we can get much of that. It might actually be worthwhile to bring his trade down and this guy's trade down, because this is what we're farming at the moment. So these 3 seem to be the ones that get us emeralds, and these are where we spend our emeralds. This guy actually... I don't know that we'll spend much emeralds on him, but redstone, lapis and glowstone is fairly useful. I don't know that we'll need ender pearls now that we've gone to the end. So maybe we infect and cure these 3, so we get better emerald rates, and then we can trade bookshelves with this guy to get him to the next level, and then just keep trading whatever else unlocks. So to do that we have to do 2 things. Let's just check if it's night. We need to... oh, we can flush the farm again. Let's do that. Since even if we're not trading right now, we should be getting the resources for later. I think this time I did it the right way around, with the potatoes being the lesser ones. How is that? Okay, that's fine. I guess I can leave it in here for now till it fills up. And we'll probably need... So I wonder if... I actually think the crops provide more because it's 24 per emerald for sugarcane, and each block grows to 2. But I think the farm, every crop can give, I think, more than 1. So like with carrots, I think you get more than 2 carrots per block, but then you also have to replant one, so it's not quite as simple as that. But I think if I do want to farm sugarcane more reliably, yeah, I get about 2 stacks every time I run out there, which is definitely much less than what I get from the other stuff. So I've got a fair amount of redstone, I've got nether quartz, so I could make a farm somewhere. I guess the best place would be around the corner here. If I take the space that I've been using to like grow trees, actually speaking of, we should probably harvest these trees. We're probably going to need chests or something soon, and then we're not going to have any wood. And it's going to be because I was neglecting these trees the whole time. So we could put the sugarcane somewhere here. And I'm wondering if to get the zombie here, I should turn the lights off here so that they spawn here, or if I should draw one from over there. It's probably better to draw one from over there, because then I can get rid of anything else that I don't need. And I can potentially check if he's a zombie that'll hold something, so I don't have to name tag him. Actually, I think I have enough name tags that it's not an issue. I think I should be able to just name tag him. So let's get some bricks, just to prep for all this. Oh, I keep doing that. Okay. What do we need? We need name tags. Well, we need a name tag. Just so that we can use whichever zombie we want. We don't have to worry about it. I'll put the logs and the saplings there. We're going to need a name tag in an anvil. Or even better, the Viscount of Discount. Booyah. And then we'll need some building blocks. And we've got arrows on a bow. So let's see if we can pull one. There's a zombie right over there. If I can get him to notice me. and come over here before it gets dark. They should have pretty aggressive pathfinding. There we go. It's one of the advantages. The zombies will come to you from much further away. So I shouldn't have to worry about all the other mobs trying to interfere with this plan. Oh, he doesn't like going through water though. Seems to slow him down quite a bit. Hey there, buddy. Come visit us at the mall. Oh, he's smart. He found the shortest path. So this is the floor level. So if I remember correctly... Oh, he's gonna... What? Don't do that. Never. Ah, every time I place the first block down. No, no, no. Don't mess with me like that. He knocks me. I want you to be on this side. You be on this side? Come on over to this side. Yeah, yeah, like that. Oh, is that all the blocks I got? Okay, there's enough time, I think. I want to take the... Need to cover him up, otherwise he's going to burn in the sun. And that's not what we want. I hope he doesn't despawn now. Because I am fairly close. And if he doesn't despawn, then let's actually go this way around. And I'll name tag him. Because I might have actually been more than 32 blocks away from him, and he might not like that. Okay, no, that seems fine. So this should cover him up so that he doesn't burn, and then... Boom! Okay. So this should stop things from spawning over here. We might have to just... trying to think now. We'll have to make more blocks, definitely. But this should stop things from spawning there. That's... These half slabs are ready. So this is a full block, that's a top half, this is a bottom half. So these don't need to be. These are half slabs. So that means these aren't. So that should be fine. So we're gonna have a bit of a... I still have to figure out how, once he's in here, I'm gonna get him to infect the villagers. Because normally I make a kind of path with a track that stops them from getting out and stops him from getting to all of them. So what I'm gonna have to do now is I've actually put him really close, so this might actually be a problem. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand the let's make more and give it, we'll probably need at least that many. Give him a bit more space, and then that way we can move him to the far end and then block him off a little bit more, so we have some space to work in there. And this way we don't have to go and find a zombie villager or whatever, we can just make them. So this is the wall, and where this wall is, we're going to have to put trapdoors and stuff to stop them from getting out. Or put something to stop them from getting out. And then hopefully if we move him, that gives this 2 blocks, so we'll definitely want at least another 2 blocks. So let's do these 2. Which looks like this tree is going to be in the way then. So let's get rid of it. So let's just check something here. Does it need to be that tall? No, it doesn't. I think 2 blocks is high enough. So let's... He's not ever going to go over there, so... So that should cover him up. The interesting thing is here, so it's becoming daytime now, so we definitely can't forget to cover all this up, because then he's just going to have a tough time. But now we'll need to work out. Is this the one with the wall? Yes. Now the question is, how do we get him? We need him to not interfere with what we're doing here. If we can do this, I need him to go onto the other side. Once he's on the other side, I can try and block him in. And I want, since it's at this level, I want to block him in by placing slabs over here. This way he shouldn't be able to get back on this side, which means I can put these slabs here while he's occupied over there, and then I can go around, and now he can't be in here, so I can get rid of the roof here. That should give me some blocks back. And now these are bottom slab, these are full blocks, so I guess I could just stop things spawning here by doing that. These are all half slabs, so they're safe. Now, while he's stuck in there, I can probably get rid of this block as well. And let's do this to get that full block back. Oh, guess we won't. Now, let me see something here. If I do that, can he move through there? He shouldn't be able to, right? He's over here and I do this. Okay, perfect. So he can't actually get through there, but I can. Now the trick is opening these up. So we're trying to get to these three. Oh, did we do a double? Oh no, we didn't. I missed a spot. So is this the... Wait, where am I now? This is the librarian in the cartographer. There's a whole space here that I'm not seeing. They're on this... Oh yes, this is all... Okay, we'll have to dig further than that then. For some reason I got the measurements wrong. This is actually all stuff that we need to get to. So the first one should be, is it here? Okay, so this is the fissure. Which means we need this to be open. And then alright, that's where the torches are on the top here. So when I remove this, I'm removing the torches. Actually, if I let him walk in here, wouldn't that also work? If I open these up, then you should be able to hit all of them. Oh right, but I don't want them to see each other like that. There should be a cleric here as well. Oh no! Oh, that's not what I want. I did not want him to run away. Come. I need to try and get him back into his... I really need you to use your station. Okay. Phew. Almost lost this guy. And he's leveled as well. Okay, so now I guess the real trick is this enough to just... Oh wait, no, I can't let him get out here. That's gonna be not good. So let's say we give him a bit more space. And make it so. Let's actually see if it's this level. That should keep him in, and actually this should keep him in there as well, which means we should be able to get rid of all of this. But then before we let him out of there, we have to make sure that we cover this. And I don't think we're going to have the half slabs for this. So that's going to be another thing we have to do. We have enough blocks to make more half slabs. Let's go do that quickly. Did we grab all the... Yes, we did. Not sure how much more we'll need. I'll make 24 again. It seems like quite a bit of setup, but it's just one of those things that you do it once and then you have such better prices on things. It actually makes a world of difference. Like I said, as cheap as the trades get, it's a rival for an iron farm in terms of how many blocks you can get, and doing this is definitely way easier than making an iron farm, because I mean you can just take any zombie. You don't need to get a zombie villager. You can get it way more reliably. So if I go here now, I should be able to pick up these blocks and get away from him. Yes, that's perfect. So he can't get through here, but if I remove that block, he will be able to. So that's effectively what we have. I don't know if we let him out so he can bite all of them, and then we close this off, then we won't be able to see if he's come back in to this side. So what we might have to do is make a little window on this side, on that side, so that we can draw him back to this side. So like that. What we need is something that he can't. I'm just thinking now. So he shouldn't be able to. Actually, even with the bottom one there, I don't think he can get out, because he would need to go up before he went over. But if we do this, we should be able to draw him back. I don't think anything will cause him harm in there, because a baby zombie could... Well, I guess a baby zombie could get in there and get to them. So maybe we don't do that. Maybe we... Actually, he shouldn't be able to come out even with that. So if we do that, nothing should be able to get in. And we can see. Perfect. That way we can know that he's out there. And so we can leave that open so that we can place the block to keep him out. And we can actually try this. So let's see what happens if we only have enough apples for these three. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave this open so you can get to them. These three. Is there another guy over here? Who's next to the cleric? Toolsmith. Yeah, I guess at some point we can get him to be cheaper too. Now if we place a block there, he won't be able to get through. So for now, I don't actually know if you can get them in between these. So let's close those up. We just want these three. What I'm going to do is just place the torches there so that they're always there. And we're basically fine for him to turn these three guys. So basically all we have to do is let's sit this way. Okay, so now he can't come out and we can remove that block. If we remove this block, he can get to the villagers, right? Actually, we can even do this. Actually do this, and then we can place the block there to stop him. Now the question is, ooh, this is darker than it should be. I think we removed torches here to place the trees, and we never replaced them. Okay, I think this should work, and then while we'll give him a chance to bite them. We'll see if he can bite them. It might be that he's not interested. He doesn't. Either you can't get to them. These guys seemed worried that he's there, but so he is standing in between there, and he's definitely not getting to them. Okay, so let's brew the splash potions that we need, and then we can go and sort out him not getting to them. So the splash potion of weakness doesn't need nether wart. I think it's the only one that doesn't. Weakness doesn't need an awkward potion. It should just be. We need gunpowder to make it a splash, and then for the weakness we need what is it again? Fermented spider eye, I believe is what we need. And so for that, I might as well get this. We had the mushrooms somewhere. It's that and sugar, I think, is the other thing. This is one of those things that you almost never use. Fermented spider eye, and one gunpowder should be here. Yes, weakness. Okay, and then we want splash potion or weakness. That should do it. Oh, why am I getting work emails at 10:30 p.m. and why am I getting 4 of the same email? Okay, 5. So we got the 3 golden. We only need 1 splash potion of weakness. What the hell? Okay, that's time to close your emails if you're getting. So I'm going to leave these here for when we need them later. We're going to need 1 splash potion, 3 golden apples to cure the 3 guys. It's going to be these 3 guys. We'll probably want to do these 3 soon after, but since these guys are mainly giving us our emeralds, we want to get better rates because that's going to mean we don't run through our supplies so quickly. And then, okay, what we need to do now is figure out, he's not getting to them, so do I have bricks or clay somewhere? Because I think that's what I'm going to need to get them. I think if I put a trapdoor down, he won't be able to get to them anyway. So what I found is clay pots work, but they tend to get stuck on it. So let's see if we have. There should be. I mean, I haven't gone looking, but I'm assuming that there's clay somewhere here. There's usually clay at the bottom of rivers. There's a bunch of gravel here. This looks like clay. Oh, I didn't want to get rid of that entirely. Actually, don't want to ruin the landscape here too much since this is right in front of my base. But I also don't need like a whole bunch of it. I need maybe 6 pots. So 64. Oh, there's some clay here too. You can even fill it back in with dirt. Okay. So this is a kind of tricky thing about this is they need to have, the zombie needs to be like within a block of the villager to be able to hit him. Now what we have currently is there's a block behind them at the bottom, and what I was hoping is that if the zombie stands in between those two, he's diagonally a block away from them, and I was hoping that would mean that they would be able to hit him. Now he hits them until they turn. Once they turn, he leaves them alone, and so they don't actually die, they just get turned. But it looks like let's do yeah, I guess we can just do half a stack. We'll keep some clay for something. I don't know what else we use clay for. Maybe we can reform it for terracotta if we want to build something. But basically what we want to do is build, we don't want them to get out, so we could do what we've done here and put a trapdoor behind them, and that'll stop them from walking out. But it'll also stop the zombie from entering that block, and then he won't get close enough to hit them. So what I found works is a block with a hitbox somewhere in the middle of the block that causes them to be able to walk into the block but not past it. And a clay pot works for that. You can maybe use I don't know, like something like sea pickles you know, anything that you can place down and has a hitbox should do that. But obviously sea pickles you need to place in water. So clay pot seems to work well, and it's kind of the most affordable resource wise. So let's I want to go around, but I want to go around with the 3 clay pots because I don't have to do these guys yet, so I'll just take 3. For that I need 9 bricks, so I'll just get this 9th one and then I'll let the rest smelt while I go and do that. So I need the 3 pots, and now we can go and see what we can do there. Did I? So the question is whether or not I can actually lure him. Oh. I need him to walk past. Where is he now? I hear him to the left, but I don't see him. Oh, he's kind of somewhat interested, but I kind of need him to come over here. Oh, he doesn't walk past where he can see me. He needs to leave that block before I can place anything there. That'll do. Okay. Okay, so what I want is, so I thought that the zombie being here would be close enough to hit them, but I guess he doesn't see his face when he's here. So what I'm going to do is place a block there, because otherwise he'll get out. And once I place the block there, I can put the clay pot in there. Now you see the hitbox of this is like the middle 9th of the block, which means the villager will be able to walk a little bit into the block but not leave, and the zombie will be able to walk up to here but not go into the block either. So this is gonna kind of look a bit funny, I guess, but I'm gonna just place stone bricks here just because that doesn't look good. So actually see, he can now come a little bit closer, and the zombie should definitely be able to hit him from here, because he can actually walk right up to him like that. You see, I can even bump him. So that's what we want, and we want that for kind of all 3 of them. So I'm going to put that there so they don't get out. And then after I do that, I'm going to place the pots, and that should keep them in. The reason why they can't get out is because to walk past this pot they need space above them. So you can kind of see he's trying to walk past it, and it's kind of getting his head stuck in the block. Now that happens for them. It also seems to happen for the zombie. Let's see if I can draw him this way. Once I've done that, I can go grab these blocks. So what tends to happen is once he tries to infect one of them, he gets stuck on this and he doesn't come out. Or at least that's what happens when this is a straight passage. So my hope is that there's a small chance that now that he can actually move freely around the side, that that he doesn't get stuck. We'll have to see. So now he's kind of locked on me. You should see the villagers now, and boom, boom, boom. Okay, so now that villager has been infected. Okay, he's definitely not stuck. Sorry about that. I think I just swallowed some saliva down my blowhole. Is he making more friends? Looks like he's made another friend. Okay, this is going perfectly. The last guy's still not part of the gang. Hey, did you get stuck? See, once he comes for me, he tends to free himself. And I guess once he can't, oh no, he's still tracking me. Okay, there we go. Okay, stop tracking me. Oh, there you go. So because he can't see, he's not looking in my eyes, so he doesn't see me. So now he's doing... I think I have to get him on this side, so that I can get out, and then... Oh! I need him to go that side so that I can block him off. Nope. Other side. I'll wait for him to come all the way here. And then I should be able to block him off like that. Perfect. So now I can't get to them anymore. Where's my... I like to always have my shield with me. And now we should have discount zombies. Okay, perfect. So now we got these three guys. They're chilled. These three guys are safe. I've got the 3 apples, so the reason why I didn't do all of them is because I don't have the apples to cure all of them. And now if I remember correctly, this should hit all of them if I hit that guy. Oh no. That tends to happen, you eat the apple instead of... So let me see if I can quickly make another one, because I don't actually want this guy to... I want all 3 of them to be cured. Man, that was a waste of an apple. Curing them like this will take long because there isn't a bed or iron bars near them that tends to speed the process up, but I mean, we're not too worried about how long it takes. Okay, so once we do that, we should have, and we're basically waiting for, we should get that advancements when they're done. So that should take care of that. These cows have grown up again, so we can probably breed some of them. We should probably move them actually before we breed them. I actually wonder if I shouldn't just make the cow farm here in the corner and draw them in, and then once that's done, move them. I think I'll do that. I need to look up how to make it compact again, because when I did this the first time it didn't work right. I want them to be in one block so that I don't need as many of them. Guys are still going. So let's see while they're doing their thing. Are these crops ready yet? Doesn't look like all of them are ready. That's mostly done. So maybe we can do another harvest while that's going. I know one of the blocks needs one of them needs to get the hoe treatment from jumping on it. So we'll do that one. Oh, it looks like they've been cured. So we can put the carrots in, and then we can go see what the prices look like now. Of course the phantoms are going to come. I've been working through the night for a couple of days. I still have to kill the 2 phantoms, but I don't have a crossbow now, so I'm not gonna try and do it right now. I'll rather just finish probably okay. No, I think I ruined one of these crops, didn't I? No, maybe not. As well harvest the sugar cane as well. Once we do, we can see what the prices look like, and we should get a little more bang for our buck. might even have some extra sugarcane. Let's put that away, and then we put the wood away as well. So they should all be cured now, and now... Okay, it's not that much better. Some of these are better. 1 emerald for cookies and 1 melon. But these aren't crazy. It's definitely better. 15 carrots. They're not refreshing properly anymore. Maybe that was what caused the problem on my previous world as well. Is that he's now stuck in that... Oops. He's now stuck in the... Ooh, 1 emerald for golden carrots and 1 emerald for glistening melon. That's pretty decent. So 15 carrots turn into 3 golden carrots. So turning 5 golden carrots in 5 regular carrots into a golden carrot seems like a good deal. So I think the issue here is we need to get him unstuck from there, but I don't know how we do that. Only thing that I can think is if we push, we put a piston. Let me try this because this is something that gets annoying. We need some. I think we're gonna need more planks than that. I think we need some actual cobble as well. The stone can go back. Hey Chaos, how you doing? I am doing well. I'm just trying to round out some of the last advancements in some of the sections. I kept my villagers here, but I haven't cured them. So I just captured a zombie in the back there, the Viscount of Discount. I can let him out to infect them whenever I want, and I can control which ones. So I've just infected these 3 and then cured them. So now their prices has gone down from 26 and 22 to 19 and 15, and some of these other ones are all 1. So now what I can technically do is I can turn 15 carrots into an emerald and turn that emerald into 3 golden carrots, which means I can turn 5 carrots into 5 regular carrots into a golden carrot, which seems okay. I mean, it's probably the easier way to do it than to farm for gold. This guy's prices still isn't that great. All these other things are 1, but his glass pane thing has come down to 5 per emerald. So that means 6 glass gives me 3 emeralds. I don't really have an infinite supply of sand, so that's not the greatest. But I'm just trying to get. I'm using him for a paper trade, him for crops, and him for fish. And so now these trades are much better. Rather than 15 cod per emerald, it only takes 9. Instead of 13 salmon, it only takes 7. And the rarer fish give me 1-to-1 emeralds. So if I take these, this is 17 emeralds now. This is a stack of emeralds. That's a stack of emeralds. So I did this. I built up some supplies, and I thought I'd rather do this with them before I trade, so that I don't use up all my supplies. But now I've encountered this issue that I had before. I've had to use a clay pot. I'll go to the outside and I'll show you what I've done. I've had to use a clay pot to put them in a position where the zombie can infect them, but they can't get out. And what tends to happen, actually, let me take a piston and some redstone, and then I can possibly fix it while I'm there. So I'm trying to make a piston. Do I have piston? What am I missing? Oh, I'm missing redstone. Of course I'm missing redstone. So let's take a redstone block. Oopsie. And some redstone to make a piston. There you go. Let's take a piston. So now what's happening is they're not resetting their trades. So if I look at this guy, the farmer, his prices are better now, but now they lock out. And I had this in my last world as well, and I struggled to figure out what was happening. I thought I messed something up. But what I suspect is he's stuck on the clay pot now. He can't move, which means he can't get close to the thing to refresh his trade. And that happens because he's trying to get out. He walks into the clay pot, he gets stuck in the block, and then he can't move. So my theory for how to get him out is if I place a piston, he's standing in the bottom half. The clay pot is there. I can't remove it because then he'll get out. But if I put a piston in the top and I push him, my hope is that'll push him off of the clay pot, and then I should be able to just put a slab or something in again. Actually, I didn't bring a slab, so that's... You see, the clay pot is the only thing stopping him from leaving. But you can see how he bobs up and down. He tries to walk into the clay pot, which requires him to go up, but there isn't enough space. And so now what's happening is he's just stuck here. So this guy, we haven't used the trade, so his trades aren't locked, but I actually want to do it with this guy because he's the one that I want to test that his trades refresh. So if I put it, I don't think I can even put it there. I have to put it there. And then if I do that, that moves him off the block. Yes, it does. Okay, perfect. So he's just going to go back and get stuck again. But what I'm going to do to stop that is come here and block him in properly. And then I can just use the clay pot again when I need to. So let's do it for all of them because I'm going to have the same issue with all of them. That way. And I actually don't think I have enough. And then the last guy here. I actually need more space for this. Like that. And that should do that. Ooh, I'm gonna have to use something else because that's all I have. Okay. So that should take care of that, and it's not ideal, but I want to close that off. So now by the time we get back there, that should refresh his trade. No, for trading they don't. So they only need the bed for breeding. And I find it easier if you don't give them a bed, then they don't go to sleep. So you can trade whenever you want. They don't refresh their trades during the night. So you know, if I trade with him in the middle of the night, he's not going to refresh. But if he still has the trade, I can still trade with him at night if he doesn't have a bed. So I find it easier to not give them a bed. And I've also found that if you space them out one apart like this, when I throw a splash potion of weakness on the middle one, the two on either side of him also gets the effect. So I only need one potion for every 3 apples. So it makes it a little bit more efficient as well. And if they're blocked in like this so that they can't get out, they don't try to take each other's stations or anything like that. So I just use a trapdoor and a wall at the back like this usually to keep them in, and then they just stay there. And what's nice about it is if you use something like this where you have a brewing stand, you can still even use the brewing stand for your own potions if you want, or like the ones that use like blast furnaces and stuff, you can actually still use it. The lectern's not that useful, but the cartographer's table, for example, I won't make another one, I'll just use this one. So now we need to sleep so that they get into the part of their cycle where they refresh. And then hopefully we can see if he refreshes, that should be good. I don't think their trades, these ones don't come down to 1. I don't know how low they come, but my guess is this is probably it, because everything else is down to 1. So I don't know what these suspicious stews are, but if one of them is regen, I was thinking if you're an ultra hardcore, you should try and get a farmer that has a suspicious stew trade with regen, and then it's 1 emerald for regen stew. Oh, I guess once you have enough golden apples it doesn't matter, but early on that could be pretty good. It usually takes a little while into the day before they start refreshing their trades, so I guess I can start trading with this guy so long. Let's take some card. Because now we can see when that locks out as well. It's that one. Okay, so that's that one. I just want to be able to see when they refresh. I'm worried that once they get stuck, they don't ever kind of refresh anymore, which that would be a problem. But they should once you get them unstuck, is my thinking. I think there was that guy refreshing. So let's see. This guy was refreshing, and that guy and this one. These guys don't seem to anymore. Yeah, because these ones have refreshed multiple times. Yeah, they did it again. It's like their pathfinding stops working once they... Maybe I need to give him his workstation back again. Because I did it with the librarian before. I cured him, and he was definitely refreshing his trades after that. So it's definitely not infecting them and curing them that's stopping it. That's quite odd. Because we're definitely in the time of day when they're refreshing, because I can hear these guys doing it repeatedly. It might be something that they put into... Well, no. That wouldn't explain why. It's kind of annoying. They don't have that old mechanic where you needed to do different trades to get them to unlock other ones. I don't think that's not a thing anymore. But just in case, I guess we can lock more of his trades so that there's a variety of things going on. Oh, there, I saw him there. He was looking at the... Okay, so I don't know, it maybe just takes long or something. He definitely this one refreshed. Now this is the guy who I broke his stand. I broke his station and put it back. And now he's refreshing. So maybe that's the thing. This guy isn't even locked yet because I didn't use him that much. And of course I don't want to break this guy's station because it's holding a whole bunch of stuff. And even this 4 coal for an emerald. I think this guy has like 15 coal for an emerald. I think his base one is 15. His base one was higher. Oh no, his one started at 10, so it's always going to be cheaper, I think. But I might trade with this guy just to... I want to see which tools he has. I'm hoping he'll have like a diamond pickaxe or something that I can use, so I don't have to use up diamonds. The rest of the ones I won't really do, but I can give him coal. But I'll cure him first to make that cheaper, because I don't want to waste coal on that. This guy doesn't really have anything that I buy except ender pearls, maybe glowstone and some lapis. But his lapis is already at the cheapest it'll get. So we can put this stuff away. I don't think I need any of this anymore. I just need to make space in my inventory. I think I'm gonna have to clear out that... I guess I can put the flower pot by the flowers. And to clear out that barrel so I can replace it and see if that's what causes it to refresh. We're gonna need... This is so confusing now. Well, we've got plenty of emeralds. Paper can go there. Piston can go there. We can actually take more sticks in case we need them for torches and so on. Drop these off here so long. And this tends to be an alternative to making an iron farm, or well, I guess if you need iron for hoppers and things, you need it for that. But for my beacons, I tend to just make it out of emeralds because, I mean, if you've got the resources, this is faster, right? If you've got a ton of paper, if you've got all these things and you can trade with all of them. Yeah, the sky isn't refreshing, so let's get rid of that. Oh, the experience from trading with him was back there. I also don't know if there's maybe a thing where they can't use a station when there's something in it. So I had accidentally put a potato in here, so it was starting to compost, so that might have also stopped him. So it might be that this guy is not refreshing his trades because there's fish in the barrel. Which would be weird. You would expect him to work better with fish in the barrel, but let's see if that does it. Yeah, I'm not going to. Eventually you start to have... Yeah, I haven't heard anything about it, but I have noticed that there's... I had the same issue in my previous world. The problem that I had was I had a cleric, and he wouldn't refresh. And what happened is I started using the brewing stand in front of him to make a potion. And then I started trading with him, and then he never refreshed. So I even took all the stuff out, but it had blaze powder in it. So that might have actually stopped him from using it. Because this when I was trading with him like this, I accidentally right-clicked on the composter, which obviously it's got a counter in it, like a cauldron. So it has progress, and so it might be that it's in use. So, I mean, that's the only other thing that I can think of. After I placed it down, it took a while before we started resetting, though. I think they have to go through the cycle where they look for a new station. So, that's the only thing I can think of now. Even this last trade, if you think about it, okay, this one's a jungle bug, which is annoying because I don't have jungle wood, but 5 pieces of wood for an emerald. That's basically 1 log for an emerald. That means if you grow a tree and it gives you 5 logs, that's like 4 emeralds. That's pretty good. And I mean, this one starts with jungle boat. It's always 1. You don't have to improve it. I think I've been accumulating some coal, so I can maybe start looking at, while we're waiting for this guy to get his stuff together, maybe we can put this stuff away, because I'm gonna start to accumulate. I only have potatoes. I'm gonna end up with a fair amount of coal now, I think. I tend to just mine everything with Silk Touch, so that it doesn't fill up my inventory too much when I'm mining. But the disadvantage of that is when you come back, you have to mine everything again. But I think overall, that's kind of a convenient way to do it. Because eventually it gets to the point where you don't really... I don't use the coal anymore. Like, I smelt so little iron. You put a stack of coal in a furnace, and that's 8 stacks of iron or gold smelted. I also like to keep if you keep the coal in the ore form, it's effectively stored XP, right? Now, coal doesn't give you a lot, but I mean, doing the same thing for nether quartz. So I do the same thing with nether quartz. I just keep the quartz ore, and then when I need just like a couple of levels for something, I just pull out a stack of nether quartz and mine it with fortune. And from all the skyblock I've played, modded skyblock where you're breaking ores and things like this with a hammer all the time, you kind of get used to it. After I do this block, I'll go check if he's refreshed, and if he hasn't, I'll just trade this coal with him. I'm assuming it's morning for you. You're about to start a stream, or you're getting ready for work. Oh, I saw just the start of your Realm stream, and I only watched for about 15 minutes or so, then we needed to go to sleep. But then during the course of the day, oh, that's all it's going to give me. During the course of the day, I saw a clip. Did you do a UHC stream right afterwards? Because it said like 9 hours, 13 hours ago, and then 9 hours ago. So did you like have like a 3-hour stream of Realms, and then you did a ultra hardcore stream right after that? Oh, he's not refreshing. Let's give me a little bit more time. Okay, so you did a morning stream and then you maybe did some work or something and then you did another stream later. Because I saw you, I saw the clip where you went in the sludgy hot tub in the Nether, and then I started watching the stream from the beginning, but I only had about an hour and a half. Was it an hour or an hour and a half to watch it? So I didn't get to the point where you fell in, but every time I saw you run across the bridge, I was thinking, okay, this is the time you're going to fall in, this is the time you're going to fall in. And every time it didn't happen. So I was like, nah, I just feel bad. Nah, I'm just wishing you hurt. But I mean, when you know it's going to happen, right? It's just anticipation. I mean, I know you'd make it out, so... but I'm assuming that was either after you fought the Wither, because you were going back and forth preparing for the Wither. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I was thinking if the totem fires while you're still in the lava, then it won't save you because then you're just going to lose the health that it gives you back. But luckily you got out just as the totem fired, so it was still regenerating as you got out, but you were still on fire. And I was like, oh, how long is this fire going to last? Because the longer you're in lava, the longer the fire burns for after you get out. And I was like, you might even still die after the totem saves you if the fire keeps burning you for long enough. And then when the fire stopped, I was like, oh my god, that was so close. But again, the clip says that you survived, so... But if that was me, I would have panicked. Yeah. Yeah, if you got another totem in time, yeah, and then, yeah, obviously. But, I mean, then you would just use 2 totems, right? But it was funny because you actually got the advancement for using the totem, so that was the first time the totem saved you. And when I watched the stream, there was early in the stream, you say, "Oh, I'm not sure how to use the totem. I've never used it. I know you keep it in your offhand, but that's it." And I was like, yeah, that was a little bit prescient because later in the stream, you'll find out exactly how they work. So I felt a little bit bad about that, but what can you do? Okay, I think if he hasn't gone by now, I don't think he's going to. So let's just try place it and not use it at all. Something about this guy makes him not refresh, because this guy did. I didn't exhaust this guy's trades, but I get the feeling he was still refreshing. And this is the main guy that I can get emeralds from, because I've got all this fish. Oh, oops, I was trying not to use the barrel. Maybe if I want to keep the fish somewhere that's not going to interfere with that. Like I said before, or I don't know if I told you, but I think Nitro was asking me, and I said, look, I can't really say anything about the guys playing ultra hardcore because I've lived through some things that I definitely wouldn't have if it was ultra hardcore, because like the dragon fight didn't go particularly bad. It took a little bit longer than expected, and I didn't really have enough arrows and stuff, so I literally ran out of arrows. But nothing too bad happened, and yet still, if I was in ultra hardcore, I wouldn't have made it because I was eating through that whole fight, and every time you eat, that basically means if you're in ultra hardcore, you wouldn't have made it, right? Without having a ton of potions and that kind of thing. So, you know, every time you guys survive something in ultra hardcore, it's a way different thing than surviving it in a regular hardcore, because you can really get away with a lot of mistakes in just hardcore, because like you still have like effectively infinite health. The only thing that you can't take is a damage burst. You can take sustained damage over hours of hundreds of hearts, and it's fine, so long as you don't get 10 hearts all at once or 20 hearts all at once. You should be fine. Yeah. So yeah, but so if you want the regen potion that lasts long, it regens quite slowly. You can do regen 2, which regens fast, but then it only lasts uh, for half the duration or whatever. I don't even know if it's half that. I think it might even be shorter if you put it to regen 2. So, um, but I mean, so one of the things I've been thinking about, for example, this is something that I would think about in hardcore, but it's probably even more applicable to ultra hardcore. So I'm trying to get this one done. So I just did the zombie doctor one to get this out the way, so I know I don't have to look at this tab. The next one that I want to get out the way is the end, because that's the only one that just has one left. And I just need to respawn the dragon, but I obviously don't want to leave it there, so I'll kill it again. But I've killed the dragon already, and I was less prepared than I am now. I didn't have Feather Falling 4, and I didn't have Infinity Bow. So technically, I should be able to just go and do it, and it's not an issue. But just because I have the end now, and I can kill the Wither there without any risk, I'm thinking I might just put a regen beacon up or something there, just in case. Like, a regen beacon or a strength beacon. Now, I'd have to get a beacon to do that first, but I mean, I'm going to have to get a beacon at some point anyway, so I might as well do it before I do that. Because if the goal is to finish it, to get all the advancements, changing the order of something doesn't make it take longer, so, I might as well. If I was doing ultra hardcore, I definitely would. I would have a strength 2 beacon and a regen 2 beacon if I could. Yeah, that's what happens. Like, you prepare, and it's not that you can't do it. Like, I think most people would be able to beat the dragon given enough time and enough resources. But the thing is, you don't always have it, right? You run out of something or other, and then the trick is, can you cope? Can you still make do with what you have? Because you could kill the dragon only with a bow. You don't ever have to melee it. You can hang back and just shoot it with the bow and just kill it while it's flying. You can kill the dragon. Well, actually, I don't know. You can't not have a bow at all, because then you're gonna have a tough time doing the end crystals. But yeah, you can mostly do your damage while she's on the fountain. And I guess you could run out of durability on your sword if you're really unprepared. That would be terrible. But it could happen. Okay, I don't know why this guy isn't refreshing. Any logical reason for it not working, I tried to eliminate. I did exactly the same thing with this guy as with that guy, and he works. So, I don't know. Unless you have any ideas. Oh, the other thing I wanted to ask, maybe for the foods eaten, I haven't checked the list yet, but is suspicious stew one of them? I guess you wouldn't need to eat it because you eat it all the time early in the game. And is it all the different ones, or is it just one of them? Because this guy sells 2 of them. I don't know what they are, but I'm tempted to just buy one of them to see what it is. And then once I've eaten it, then I don't have to worry about it, even if it's something terrible. Actually, maybe I should see what they are, because maybe it's useful. Well, even if it's regen, I don't think it'll be too useful, but I'm gonna just keep that one here. Even if it's like the worst thing it can be is wither. I'll be eating a whole bunch of food, so I should be full health. That should be fine. Oh, and the whole reason I started this whole thing up is because I needed to put mending on something. Oh, on my elytra. So let's grab some books. Now, I haven't made the mending villages trades cheaper, which probably would be useful, because there isn't that much use in getting tons of emeralds but then still getting a bad deal on the books. But I kind of see it as like well, I wouldn't say I have infinite emeralds now, but I wonder if I should... I want to kind of try and stick to just buying books when I need them and not going crazy, because I'll probably end up... making them cheaper later on. The only reason why I didn't cure these 3 as well is... oh, hi Danvo, thanks for the follow. I'll have to follow you. I don't have Mixer open at the moment because I multi-stream. So after the stream, I'll go to your channel and do a follow. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. So that if I end up making it cheaper later, then I'll rather get it for cheaper. So Elytra, I'm actually going to try and keep the Elytra off mostly, unless I'm flying somewhere for something. Which right now we don't have anything far away from us. The other thing that I was thinking of doing is, now that I have the Elytra, let's see how much gunpowder I have, because my farm produces some, but not too much. Let's take that much. I want to leave a couple just in case I need it for something else. And let's take the... Oh, okay, yeah, then there's probably... Because I think it's NBT data, what effect the stew has. So they're essentially the same item, just with different NBT tags for which effect they give. So I guess from the perspective of did you eat suspicious stew, they're probably not checking the NBT data, they're just checking the item type. Now I wonder if I definitely want to keep these with me, so I'm going to put a stack of them in here. Now I'm thinking I can take my regular mob farm and make it work for... I don't really want to remove... I can remove skeletons and zombies from it, and then I'll get much more gunpowder. But I don't know if I'm going to need that much gunpowder right now. I need the gunpowder mainly to do all this stuff. The biomes and the... not killing the mobs, but the taming the cats. For that you have to go to all the villages. I think what I'll do is I'll take a saddle. I've got about an hour left. I'm gonna see if I can get some of these easy ones out the way, like tame an animal. I mean, I can just tame a horse. None of these are really quick. I can respawn. Let me just check something. To respawn the dragon, you need... is it end crystals? End crystals needs... I don't think it... Does it give you the recipe? Actually, I haven't made these in a while. I think you need 4. If I have the stuff to do it, then that might actually be... Oh goodness. 5 into glass and gas tier. That's pretty easy. So that means you'll only need 4 gas tiers and 4 eyes of ender. I actually have one still. And I think the glass is probably going to be the thing that I don't have. 32 glass. Oh, it's because of the eyes of ender. And we're going to need blaze powder. 4, so 3, that should be enough. And that should give us 4. we go. So that should give us the end crystals we need. Now we've got the elytra. I'll probably, rather than doing, I've got feather falling 4, but with the elytra and feather falling 4, I think I probably won't need any slow falling potions. Just need plenty of food. Got an infinity bow now. I'm not gonna need the fireworks because it'll just be to float down. Cobblestone we don't need because we've already kind of done that. One thing we will need, we might actually need the rockets. 3 of my obsidian pillars are really tall and I actually can't hit them from the ground, so I have to pillar up to get to them. So what I was tempted to do is to just fly up there with the elytra and shoot them from the sky. So I might do that. Just thinking, I'm trying to do the riskier ones. I guess fighting the Ender Dragon is still one of the more risky things. That's not unreasonably risky. I want to fight the Ender Dragon again because I want to finish that before I use it to kill the Wither. Because I need to dig underneath the thing and make the setup there. So I think I might as well do that now, get it out the way. What else do I need? Oh, I want to make it a little bit flatter, but that should be fine. My shield should be okay. I only really need that for Enderman, but with the water bucket I should be okay as well. So let's see. Actually, yeah. Now that we can't keep trading the fish, maybe I should harvest the farm before I go. It's one of those annoying things. I should probably make something automated, like a automated sugarcane farm or something. Just because that'll allow us to carrot, potato, carrot, potato. That should allow us to kind of just leave it running. It's one of those things that you have to do in hardcore, is kind of always keep everything going. Because well, I guess it's not just a hardcore thing, it's also if you're streaming thing, because normally I wouldn't worry about it. If I needed something, I would just do it when I need it. But that often leaves this dead space where you have to do something for 20 or 30 minutes that's not entertaining. So I find it's much better to just take 3 minutes to plant some crops now, which is not that exciting, but doing it now means that I can do another 2 or 3 minutes harvesting crops an hour later, and that's not so boring for people to watch that for 2 or 3 minutes, as opposed to watching somebody do it for an hour long to get all the crops that they need when they need it. It's the kind of thing that you don't usually think about when you're just playing. Here goes. I don't think any of my armor or anything needs repairs, no. Yeah, I mean, so again, I've said this to you before, that's one of the things I like about AFK fish farms. Some people don't like them, but it affords me a little bit of opportunity to say to people in between a stream that I'm going to AFK fish, I'll show you at the start of the next stream what I get, and that's not people aren't missing it. If they're playing along or they're trying to learn how to do things, whatever, if you're showing them how you build the farm and then they do it, I mean, they can walk away and leave it. So the experience is kind of the same for them, right? You go away, you come back, you check what you got. Yeah, some people have done that. I think I've actually tuned into a stream that said AFK fishing or something, and I was thinking it was. Oh, this is where I need to go up there. I thought it was showing how to make it, because I think that's why I went into the stream to see how it was, and it wasn't. He was just AFK fishing. I mean, he wasn't AFK, but he was just fishing. So I found that was a bit weird. But he was talking to the audience and stuff, taking questions and stuff like that. But I mean, I would probably do that if I was getting a lot of questions and what I actually wanted to do was talk to the audience and everything. I might just AFK fish in the background while I do that. Wow, that was a slow chunk load. But yeah, with the average viewership that I have, that wouldn't really work. Because what would happen is people would come into the stream and not have a clue what's going on. And okay. So we got the bow. Let me just check if is there anything in here that I need? I don't think I need more rockets than that, but I'll take that anyway. I don't think I'll need a regen potion, but I have 2 of them, so I might just use them. And oh, I've switched picks. Okay, that's fine. I can make another one. I always keep my Silk Touch picks on the thing for that reason, and that's why I name it Silk Touch as well, so that when I scroll like that I can see it. Oh well, we're in the end. We can just get some ender pearls here. We'll probably end up getting some anyway. I'm going to do that. Now I just have to be extra careful of Enderman, because now my protection's a bit lower. You can actually see where I had to pillar up to get. This one is the tall one. Like I can only shoot over or hit it. That one's also fairly tall. What I wanted to do was level. I did level some of this out because I was jumping over this stuff a lot when I was fighting the Ender Dragon before. So I'm thinking if I can clear this out a little bit. I don't actually want to get rid of. I'm trying to think if it'll be beneficial. I actually like that this is level with the fountain, because when she sits on there, you can stand here and jump quite easily. Actually, if you have slow falling and you try and do that jump and hit, it doesn't work very well because of the slow falling. So it's actually easier if you don't have slow falling. So I actually think this fight might be easier in a lot of different ways. I think. I'm trying to think if I should get rid of this, because I'm going to need to. I'm going to need to have some blocks on me anyway. So let me clear some of this out. I want to take the bits on the outside so that I don't interfere with the area where I need to attack her. Actually, I want to take this side out. Yeah, I've done it twice that way and succeeded both times. So I know it's a little bit annoying. But at the same time, in both those fights, even though struggling to hit her was annoying, I did get hit up where slow falling potentially saved my life. So especially because I didn't have feather falling, right? If you get hit up and you land, you pretty much definitely die. So I take the annoying over the don't get the fight done every day. Because for me, like, I don't trust my reaction time to switch to the bucket and drop it when you come down. I know that works, and some people do that fairly reliably, but I probably wouldn't be able to do that. And then the ender pearl thing also works quite nice. As soon as you see yourself going up, you switch to ender pearl and you throw. But for that, you need to like have it on slot whatever, like 8, and be able to hit 8 as soon as you get hit. And I'm still on the like looking at my hotbar and scrolling thing, and the reaction time on that is probably not fast enough to do it reliably. So I can with an elytra, if I get hit up, I can press space and fly down. Like that I can do no problem, because my thumb's already on the space bar. I'm gonna hit it. So long as I notice I'm being hit, I'll get out of it. I need to be here. The thing that seems to get me is I look at Enderman, and this has happened to me a couple of times. I look at Enderman, but I don't realize that I've looked at them. So I only notice that they're coming for me when they get to me, right? Whereas if you actually notice that, oh, I looked at that Enderman, like there. I looked past him. How did he hit me through my shield? Once you have your elytra on, your armor goes completely to hell. They tend to push into you, and that's how I died before. With the two of them, they were pushing me around, and like I need to look up, so I have to find a spot without Enderman if I'm gonna do that. They push you around, and then the shield doesn't work, which I find quite annoying. If I'm in the dragon fight, I don't try and fight them. I just put the water down. Like, I just go full sissy mode. Okay, I might be getting rid of all of this, and I might need it again. Okay, there you go. Hopefully with him. So the problem before is I didn't want to keep trying to hit it because I didn't have infinity and I only had a stack and a half of arrows. But now that I have infinity, I'll probably just keep trying to hit it. I usually keep a little Enderman pad for safety. This is probably a better spot to do it though because it's wider. Make it out of cobblestone so it's more noticeable. I'm going to keep these blocks. So just the fact that if you've already killed the dragon, like you can go around and level the terrain, you know, you can prepare quite a bit. Makes a huge difference. I mean, so take for example the obsidian pillars are going to respawn, so you can't like get rid of them. But you can build something up here to help you get to the top, right? So for example, is it this one? No, it's that one. It's tall and it's on a tall spot. But since I know that, I can just come out here where there's this massive open area and I can build one of these. Let's actually start it over here, because why not? That's 4 wide, so... yeah. So I mean, I don't have to do this. I would probably manage without it, but what's 15 minutes if it's going to give me a 15% better chance of not having to start over, right? I'm actually using way more blocks than I need to. I can just do this. So I don't have to go all the way up. I just want to get high enough that I don't have that issue with not being able to hit the end crystal. So if I try to hit it now, it should be much easier. Yep. And I might have to put some torches down here to stop Endermen spawning up here. Just because I don't want to look at them while I'm going up and cause a whole other mess of a problem. And I think that's pretty much all the prep I need to do. I'll still have to jump a little bit, but I think it should be fine. So let's get the full blocks there. I'm probably not going to start drinking the potion of regen until I get to the point where all the crystals are gone. And when I start moving into, like, do the melee thing. So let's see if I remember correctly. It's you just place these on here, right? On each of the 4. And then that should initiate. It should take a second. Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? We die and we start over, right? It's not like we haven't done that before. And I don't think we can't start shooting the end crystals until they're all done. Okay. There we go, I got the advancement. I can run away now, I guess. Oops, missed it. I didn't bring bottles in case I needed to. Because the dragon tends to put quite a lot of breath down right at the start. This should be nice and low, so we should be able to just hit it like that. Yep. Oh, did I look at him? Nope. I want to do that high one. Oh, I just realized... Hold on. I just realized the same problem that you had. Let me get rid of that. You see the health now? Didn't realize it's that close. Actually, I can do this one while I'm here. Oh, no. That one might be a bit high. Oops. Did I hit that? I heard an explosion, but I wasn't even really aiming for it. So actually, if you think about it, the dragon doesn't really focus on you that much. So, I mean, I'm actually not at risk really here. You know, I'm just kind of, she's standing over there. I can take my time. Boom. Oh, she didn't like that. And I can see that she's near me. So did I anger that Enderman, or because I heard screaming? Oh. Where's the dragon? So if you had like, if you had everything that you need, did I get? No. I'm pretty sure that's still up there. Ah, there we go. Oh, I pressed spacebar. Weird. Maybe it was because I was already going down. So there. Oh, that's pretty high as well, actually. Is it going over still? Okay, so I should be able to go a little closer. I don't want to stand in that. There's still two up there. That one might actually be too high as well. Did we already get this one? Yes, we did. It's just bedrock. Can definitely reach it from here though. Boom. Okay. So eating for saturation. Avoiding the dragon's breath. And now it's just the battle of attrition. Oh, it's so weird. I'm seeing double now. Because I opened the studio mode in Streamlabs. Okay. So let's do this now. I'm going to use up some of my time to do that. Oh, that was weird. Oh, she didn't take off. Coming for me? Yep, definitely coming for me. I got Depth Strider, you can't beat me. Actually, you're gonna hurt yourself trying to do that. Oh, this is gonna be a problem. Oops. You're really going to take my safe spot away from me? Now I'm safe. You're the one. There you go. Killed yourself. Okay, let's hope nobody else is angry at me. Just taking our time. I hate it when the dragon she gets stuck up there and just circles, and you actually sometimes, I don't know if you've tried this, but you can shoot almost straight up and you can't hit her. Like now she's coming down. That didn't last long. Can I get rid of this? Thanks, because I don't want to stand in that. I definitely didn't anger that Enderman. That's the dragon. Oh no. Oh. See there, I thought I looked at him and I did. Apparently I didn't. Oh, come on. I was just gonna say, why was my hunger not ticking off? Better fly. If you don't, it's gonna be the end. Yeah, again, like I said, when you prepare for it, it's, I mean, it can be pretty calm fight, so long as you don't do like the stupid mistakes like stand near the edge and let the dragon hit you. So let me just turn the header back on so I can switch back to this mode. So that's, where did the glow, oh, I drank a potion, that's what that is. Okay, so that should be the end done. Yeah, I think so. I don't think there's any hidden ones here. The hidden ones in the nether. There's a hidden one here, I think. So that's the end and this section done. I don't know if there's a, I don't think there's a hidden one here. I think the hidden ones are, there's a hidden one here and a hidden one here. So that means we got those two sections done. So now we've just got nether, husbandry and adventure left. Because now what we can do is, so there was the portal that we had before, so we should have a new one somewhere. Which one's the new one? Let's run around and see. Oh, there's the new one. So I'll probably never fight the dragon again because it doesn't give you anything, right? No dragon egg, no anything. So there's absolutely no point. So what I can do now is I can set up this area to have a killing section for the wither, and then I can kill the wither because I'm planning to use pretty much beacons for all the effects that can have beacons. So I'm gonna have like 4 full beacons. So I'm gonna need to kill a few withers. Yeah, but so in my last expedition, I went through that portal and I was looking for an end city with a elytra, with a ship, and then I found one without one. That's moderately close, which I left alone because I'm going to use that to get the shulker from when I need it for the end. So I left that one alone, and then when I went past it, it took me quite a while to find another one, and then I found 3 end cities kind of all in a row, and I raided the one that had a ship to get the elytra. So there's 2 more end cities there. So I don't actually really need to go through another portal. If I need more shulker shells or anything, I'll probably just go back through the same one. Oh, no problem. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll probably, I don't know if you're going to have a stream soon. If you do, I might catch the beginning of it again. Otherwise, I'll catch your latest stream during the day while I'm working. I missed it today for some reason, I'm not sure. I think I had some stuff to do in the morning. I had to go get a registered letter, but I'll see you in one of the streams probably. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll chat to you soon. Do we need any of this? Oh, okay. Well, if I don't see you for a little while, I'll catch you on Discord, I guess. We're always in touch. We can stalk you whenever we want. No, man, I appreciate you coming by. Thanks. I'll speak to you soon. So what did we have in here? We can make another. So how are we? Oh, we're still good on time. We still have half an hour. So we can do this. We'll keep the blaze powder for potions or something. And then we can craft another ender chest. Keep it with us. And the glass bottle can go here for other potions. And I think we had endstone in one of these. We can put some more in there. And we can organize the iron bars. Okay, we'll put the cobble back. Oh, I didn't even use up any elytra. Okay, so that's that done. Let me just actually open my. Just refresh this. So that's that section done. That section done. I guess since we still have half an hour left, what I might do is what was this thing? It was tame an animal. I think we can go and try and find a horse. We also need to find a pillager outpost still. So we can maybe go looking for a pillager outpost and then if we find a horse we can tame it. I probably won't bring it back because bringing a horse back over water is kind of annoying. We'll take the saddle just in case, but I don't think I'll end up doing that. And then we're gonna need. Do we have a spare bed in here? I think we had one somewhere. Here's the orange bed. Oh, do you know what it is? Probably in my. There's a bed and the boat. That makes sense. Okay, so let's just see what time of day it is. If it's nighttime we can sleep. Yep. We can sleep and then we can go looking for a horse to tame. Actually, I wonder if I should just use the elytra. Oopsie, that's not what I wanted to do. We've actually been that way, so maybe we should go north. See what you can find north. Maybe there's something closer. Okay, land is a little bit further. There's a village. Hello village, what's going on here? You have cats. I guess I should have probably brought some fish. These guys don't have jobs. Oxeye daisies. These days it's not worth really looking for any particularly good trades or whatever. They all kind of have the same. And you can change them all to whatever you want, so... The only thing to really look for in villages is chests, and they don't tend to have that good stuff in them. It's useful early on, obviously, if you don't have anything to get your first set of equipment, but... so let me see which way is north is that way, and we actually want to be a little bit over to this side. Let's see, pigs. Oh, I have to kill every type of hostile mob. I don't think I've killed all of these. I mean neutral mobs as well. Pretty sure I've killed killed cows. I need to eat raw pork chop and cooked pork chop. I need to eat raw and cooked mutton, so might as well kill these guys as well. There's a dark forest. I'm going to try and stick to the plains to try and find horses. Because if I remember correctly, that's where they should spawn. Oh wow, why are they... That was weird. Wouldn't eat it. Okay, this one should work fine. Oh, it has to be open hand, right? Boom. Oh, he's so slow. Oh, he's... Oops. I haven't actually like broken in a horse, but I'm pretty sure doing it in water is not the best way. Ooh. He's a little bit faster. Oh, he jumps terribly though. So what else do I need to do? I guess I just need to find biomes and stuff, but... Oh, those things are annoying. You tend to fall in them all the time when you're riding a horse because you can't see. Okay, so that sorts that out. Eat everything. It's not quite so straightforward. I guess we could actually see. I think there's... I think cake isn't included. There's a couple of things that's not included there. I guess the next thing would be to find a pillager outpost so that we can get started on these. So maybe we just kind of run in this direction. Actually, I want to just see what's... So this needs to be 0. Oh, so we're very far off in this direction. Oh, this horse can't even jump like 2 blocks. He's not getting around there. I think we'll have to, I think we veered way too far off when we started going in this direction, so we'll head back east. Yeah, that way is east. Sorry, I hope I'm not making it so that you can't read the chat, but it's not moving fast, so, well, it's not moving at all really. So hopefully it's not a problem. Shipwreck? Sure, that might be worth looking into. Let's grab our saddle because this horse is not great. This isn't really a shipwreck, it's just a ship. I mean, it's still above water, it's still intact. Cool, paper is useful, empty map is useful, buried treasure is great. So I'm not sure where all the chests are in this thing, but let's see what we can get. It's actually a nice time to see where all the chests are. So there's the one under here. Oops, and the one in here. Now I believe there's a treasure chest somewhere as well. No, I don't know. Oh, drowned. Howdy, buddy. Oh, these guys aren't holding anything, so there isn't too much point in killing them. I think it's like in one of these sections. Oh, it's a turtle. Do I have to kill the... Is that going to count as one of the mobs that I have to kill? Neutral mobs? I don't know, just in case it is, I'll kill it. Wait a second, I'm a little bit confused about something. We definitely didn't go 1,000 blocks in that direction, so spawn isn't at 0, 0 then. Let me... I think we'll probably have to get the boat out for this. Let's just put everything that we got in there. These are all things we'll need later on. Keep the chests. Oh, actually, I'm going to need the bed right now as well, so I might as well get that out too. It's going to be night soon. There we go. I just want to make sure, because I think I'm getting these coordinates wrong, so I don't want to end up not going the right direction when I want to go back. But we'll get this treasure first while we're here. Yeah, so this should be southeast, so somewhere there should be the treasure, if I'm not mistaken. So our island should be south from here, which should be over there. But that's definitely... Oh, it's the pufferfish. Guess we're getting closer now. Can probably start going slightly south. That's all dark forest. There's some mountains back there. Birch forest. It might be worth just running into these biomes to register them for the advancement. So it's going to be on that island somewhere. Actually, it's slightly underwater. It's going to make it a little bit harder to dig for it, but we should still be able to do it. Should be down there somewhere. Oh, it's not that far, it's over here. There it is. Oops. I don't really know what it's doing there with that block, but... Okay. So let's see. Oh, I should actually probably... Oh, I don't have... You need shears to get that, so... Sunflowers there. I kept forgetting to get the roses as well, so there's a rose here. Oh, there's a turtle. Oh, it doesn't look like there's any roses here. Let's maybe just grab... Well, I guess the birch forest isn't really a rare biome, so I'll find one eventually. This looks like it's a flower forest if it's spawning sunflower plains. Oh, it's sunflower plains, that's why it's spawning tulips. Let's just go into this birch forest. The river. Birch forest, there we go. So we've discovered it at least. Okay, so that will take care of that. And now we need to go to the ocean over here so that we can... Oh, there's some more horses. So now, oh okay, yeah, so that's our island, I think. Might be mistaken, but I think so. Let's get rid of that one, we don't need it. So let's check if that is our island, then we're pretty close to this over here. It might be easiest to just... Because there's dark forest, and then that's, I think, the area we were fighting the spiders. And there's the ice, yeah. So actually this side is pretty close. We might actually be better off exploring towards the east. Rather than the north or the west like we were before. We can also just go into this... Well, I think we've been in this biome, whatever that is, cold ocean. Frozen ocean, something like that. Yes, yeah, there's our base. So let's just go in here and see what it is. Deep cold ocean is what it's called, it looks like. Deep cold ocean, and then there's polar bears, which fortunately we don't have to kill. But I think we have to breed all the animals, which is going to mean we probably have to breed the polar bears. So I think... Oh, there's roses. Let's just go grab that quickly. Since we've got the shears and we've got the sunflowers now as well. Where am I hearing the zombie? Was it a drowned? I don't know where I'm hearing that zombie, but I'm gonna ignore him for now. Because he doesn't sound like a threat. Oh, we don't need the F3 anymore. It's probably under one of these trees because it's the only place he wouldn't burn up. Unless it's the Viscount of Discount that's I can hear all the way from over there because he's in here. I guess it could be. So let's grab some more of this. Let's see what fell. Nothing. Oopsie. Missed some of it. Okay, this is okay, so this is what I wanted to check. So minus 180. Oh yes, it is. So it's I thought it wouldn't be. So it's at so spawn isn't at 0, 0. It's over here. And this is, let's just check what it is. Spawn is at like minus 120 and minus 200. So if we're going in that direction, we have to stick to minus 120. If we're going in that direction, we have to stick to minus 200 roundabout. Okay. Which we'll probably end up doing, since I think the landmass on that side seems to be closer. We'll probably explore out that way when we need to explore. Since we've got stuff over there that we want to keep there for the end advancements. Okay, so we harvested some of the stuff, so let's just put it away. And we should have some emeralds from loot. Got some gold from loot. Some iron. I got more flower stuff, so actually adding to that. Got another Heart of the Sea, so we can make a conduit. Oh, and more prismarine crystals. Seem to only be getting these in loot. Oh, we can probably combine our shields now. Cooked card. So I don't know if we... Oh, we haven't even put all that stuff there. So we should be able to eat raw cod, raw salmon, cooked cod and cooked salmon. Let's actually do... If we're going to put something in the furnace, we might as well cook a whole set. So let's say anything that has a raw and a cooked equivalent we'll put over here. so we know we have it all. Potato and baked potatoes like that as well. Okay. And those don't have cooked versions. I guess brick is kind of like a crafting thing, so I'll put that in here as well. And shears is kind of a tool. I should actually put the shears in here because I might need it for something when I'm out and about. I can put the bed there when I'm not using it. And I can take this stuff out. So there's a whole bunch of raw and not raw stuff here. So leave that for now. So let's put some of the stuff away that we can. I'll also put my boat away because that's something I use when I travel. Make space for some of these because I dug a whole bunch of it up for some reason. And we had wool up here. So that gives us, I think, where did I put feathers? I guess feathers can go here by the eggs. And the empty map can go there because we've got some over there. Wheat and gunpowder. We probably have something else that we can cook. We can cook that. Cook some raw chicken. And put the gunpowder away. And we've probably used some of the charcoal here, so we can probably fill that in again. Potato. Oh, the cooked chicken can go there. Put some potato and carrots away. Tables a crafting thing, chests are a crafting thing. Can keep the saddle. Don't need that lighter right now. Is this done cooking? Yes, so we can cook the pork chop. And then we can combine the shields to make space. Oh, we could actually use that to cook these things that aren't whole stacks. So you got that. I think there's 38 things to eat, so it's 27 in a double chest, which means there should be another 11, so a row and 2 in this one. So there's quite a lot of things we're missing here. Assuming suspicious stew is just one, I guess it doesn't matter which one we do. These are pretty terrible actually. So if that's empty, we can put these back. The leather tunic we can just flat out get rid of, there's no use for that. But the trousers we can disenchant first. Get some XP out of it and then we can chuck it. So we only really need one of these. So what I might do is just eat some of this food to get rid of it. And I think that's probably all we'll get to. Oh, the kelp. So the kelp we have to dry to eat it. You can't. I don't think you can't eat raw kelp. But to dry it, we need to make. Is it 9 we need? So while we're doing this, we might as well grab some more. I don't even need to plant anymore. I'm just going to go out and harvest some that's already out there. There should be like a massive amount here. So we're just going to get rid of, break some of these. Since we're around here so often and this is spawn chunks, they tend to grow so fast anyway. My guess is this probably won't make that big a difference. We want to get all of it so that we don't cause lag. You'd think a boat would help with this, but it's actually somewhat harder to pick all this up with a boat. We'll just get most of it. Some of it can despawn, it shouldn't be an issue. Kelp is pretty renewable. Probably already have way more than I need. Yeah, I think we'll let that run out. I don't think that creeper is a problem, so I'll just leave him there. And then how much do we get? Plenty of stacks, okay. So I think I'll do 16, should be fine. I just need 9 to make. Actually no, you can eat, you don't need the blocks, you just need the blocks for fuel. You can eat the regular dried kelp. So I'm pretty sure that's all we need for that. So we'll let that dry out anyway. And then I think we need to plant some beetroot to get that. Pumpkin. We need melons. Can I? Oh, the trade that he has is to take melons, not to give us melons, if I remember correctly. Yes. Oh, I guess we can eat this too, so that's probably the easier way to get them, is to just trade for it. Golden carrots and blessing watermelon. We don't have regular melon slices either, that's something that you can eat. Pumpkin doesn't give you anything that you can eat directly, but the melon does. So cactus doesn't give you anything you can eat. This was actually what I want. I wanted to put the melon there. So we still need melon seeds. And we might have to go looking for a... might have to go looking for a village or something to get that. But we now know there's one up north as well, so we can look for that there. That's pretty good. We got a couple. We did the zombie doctor, we did the end again, best friends forever. It's not the hardest one to do, but it does clear up some of the husbandry ones. Yeah, we've got, I think, one more easy one to do, serious dedication, and then after that we have to start doing some luck-based ones. But nothing here looks really risky. The only risky thing left is, I guess, the raid and the phantoms isn't too risky. You only have to do 2. Pillagers aren't too bad on their own. Iron golems easy. We need to do the raid to get the totem, or we have to find the woodland mansion. I might actually find the woodland mansion just because then I get all the mob types done before doing the raid, and then I can see what I'm missing. I think we're going to have to start working on a drowned farm to get the trident so that we can start getting a storm. But I'll probably start with this pillager stuff. I'll go exploring to find a pillager outpost, get a crossbow, and then get the phantoms to come back. And then at some point we have to go to the woodland mansion, and then the drowned farm also probably has to be sometime in the near future. I have to make either an iron farm or a gold farm as well, so I might consider getting the gold farm set up in the nether pretty soon, just because I think that's going to give us good XP and gold, and we can make all our beacons out of gold. I think we can use the XP for repairing tools, because I mean we don't really need much more enchanting. The only thing, as we get mending for everything, which we can, I might do that off stream and just get more mending books, because I should put mending on everything now. Should be able to do that. I just need to keep replanting the farm and harvesting sugarcane, and then we should, yeah, it's not ready yet. Then we should get mending on everything, and then the XP farm is really gonna come into play. And then what I'll probably do is turn that mob farm into something that gives me more creepers, so that I can use that mainly to get gunpowder for traveling, because I'm going to need quite a few stacks of rockets to go to a bunch of villages to tame cats and find all the biomes and so on. So I think I'm going to call it there. Thanks for watching. I should be back tomorrow again, same time as today, 3 hours earlier than this, and then we'll carry on with advancements and see what we do next. Thanks for watching. Danvo, if you're still there, I haven't forgotten, I'll go check your channel on Mixer now and give you a follow. And if you want to know what time I go live, I tweet when I go live usually, so you can follow my Twitter. It should be down there below in the Twitch panels or in the Mixer information. I think Mixer has a Twitter link there. Otherwise, just go to my website, existential.live. It's got all the links to everything and so on there. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Cheers.
Who the freak ate my snack pack?